Sibongile Msomi. And guess what? We are going to have our very first self-help meeting in 2022. And I'm definitely not gonna miss this one. So I'll be coming with a couple of ladies. 12 March 2022, 11 a.m. See you there.
We are on air, YPG Unlocked, because in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
What's good, YPG fam? It's finally Sunday, and we all know what that means. Finally, we get to watch the YPG Unlocked, which I must say is the sauciest show on the net. My name is Mapaseka, and let's get this show on the road. So first up, we have Mbali, and she'll be presenting our new segment titled Unlocking the Past.
Thank you so much. Hello everybody. Today I'll be talking about King Saul. Saul, the son of Kish from the tribe of Benjamin, was chosen by God himself to be the first king of Israel. He had the profile that the people of Israel was looking for in a king. The Bible describes him as being strong and good looking. There was not a more handsome person than among the children of Israel. From his shoulders upwards, he was taller than any other people. Saul found Samuel while he was looking for his father's donkeys. He went up to Prophet Samuel and asked about the lost donkeys of his father. That's when God told Samuel that Saul was the one he chose to be the anointed king of Israel. Did you know that on the day appointed for Saul to announce to the people who was king, Saul was hidden among some equipment and someone needed to go after him to bring him before the people? Saul was responsible for many victories against the enemies of Israel. However, he disobeyed God's command and offered a sacrifice instead of waiting for Samuel to do so. Saul started committing mistake after mistake to a point where he thought that David would take his place. He was jealous and wanted to kill him, but that's another story that we will discover next time. But Saul was so distressed that he came to a point of killing the priests of Israel just because they helped David. King Saul started having troubles in mind and ended up dying, and he fell on a sword as he was afraid, plus he was too proud to be killed by his enemies. Even having reigned 42 years in Israel, his sons died the same time in battle with him, leaving no descendants to inherit the throne after him, as the prophecy received from God. Do you think after Saul's death, David just took the throne and lived happily ever after? Well, I don't think so, but let's leave it to our next encounter. Well, see you next time.
Welcome back, guys, and thanks for that one in Bali, and thank you for always keeping us informed. Now guys, how good is your geography? Who can tell me which town divides SA and Lesotho? Well, that's where our KMC will be heading to this week. Over to you guys.
Khaba ya rona Qwaqwa ya bua le lona ke kgosasana ya Basotho e le Noli Costole.
Athe a tsamayang le ena ke ngwanana wa hata kwekwe lefatshe le ya ena ka lebitso ke Nhlapho Lebohang. Welcome to our city.
Welcome to our city, guys. Qwaqwa was designed as a homeland with more than 180,000 Sotho-speaking Basotho people.
The most melting pot region was first called Orange Free State, which was founded on the 1st of November 1974. In Afrikaans, it was known as Wettishoek, named after Wetsi, a Mahulukwe chief who lived there from 1839 to 1856.
Qwaqwa was recognized as the most beautiful city ever.
Because of the frequent snow on the Drakensberg mountain peaks led to the Saint to call this region Kwakwa, which simply means wetter than white.
Well, after this tour, you will tell us why. Let's go!
Right now we are at the center of the University of Free State, which was established in 1904 as the Grey University College with only 6 students. Can you imagine that?
No.
But today we pride ourselves on having more than 33,000 students thriving across all the 3 campuses. In 2003, the university brought into its fold the Kota campus situated in the Picture Square, Eastern Free State. You know what's mesmerizing about this issue is that the UFS has become the most respected and well-known institution after its founding in the 1904. What do you have to say about it?
Well, in the past, this university was firstly called the University College of Orange Free State. However, the name changed into University of the Free State, which was to adapt and reflect the real character of the institution and its environment.
Well, for in case if there is someone who wants to cross to this side, what will you say? What does the university specialize in?
Well, there's many faculties in this university. We have the Faculty of Education, Faculty of Science, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Music, and many more.
Well, you heard about our pride, the most respected university in our town. So, come this side, we'll show you around. Welcome. We're at the University of Free State, and right now I'm with one of the students who's a member of CRC as secretary, if I must say. So good day, Faye.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Mazut Kulman.
Okay, so being a student at the University of Free State, how is the experience? How is the university treating you?
I would say good and bad, but in overall, it's quite an experience because I was a student in the University of Nelson Mandela before. So I came here, it was a whole different experience, and I love the diversity in this place, and you just get to learn new things each and every time you encounter people from around. So I would say it has been great in that way.
So will you recommend this university as the number one?
Most definitely. Like the content that we have inside here, it's mind-blowing, if I must say. If ever you want to experience a different way of how people are living, you should come to Kokwa campus. We have our own culture, we have how we do things, so I strongly recommend this university.
So guys, you heard what they have to say about this university, so it's in your hands whether to come or not, but surely you have to come. Welcome. Right now we are at the parliament, and behind me there is a statue of Edwin Thabo Mofokeng. The Parliament of the Republic of South Africa is South Africa's legislature under the present Constitution of Africa. The bicameral parliament comprises a National Assembly and a National Council of Provinces. The current 27th Parliament was first convened on the 22nd of May 2019. From 1910 to 1994, the members of the Parliament were elected chiefly by the South African White Monetary. The first elections were held of the universal suffrage in 1994. And well, both chambers held their meetings on the houses of the parliament. You know, what makes my city so unique? My city is just a small township, but yet we found ourselves having a parliament which we did not find in any other township. So follow me as I show you around.
Behind me we have the very beautiful dam which is called Fikapatso. It is near Putadichava, Free State, South Africa. It is established at 1986 and the primary purpose of it is for water, domestic and industrial usage.
Fikapatso Dam is a combined airfield or rockfield type of dam located on the Namahadi River. It is owned by the Department of Water Affairs. It has a height of 60 meters and a length of 300 meters. Its total capacity weighs about 28 million meters cubic.
A shout out to a family all the way Kokwakwa, and thank you guys for sharing some beautiful sides of your town. Now fam, I know I'm opening a question paper for you guys today, but I've got yet another question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at speaking your home language? Well, that's a topic that Lisa and her team covered on this week's If You Know, You Know.
Sawubona YPG, wamukelekile kwesinye isiqephu sokuthi uma wazi ukuthi uyazi. Today we'll be taking a closer look at the beauty which is cultural diversity. Cultural diversity is a variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society. Being reminded that the beauty of a world lies in the difference of its people. Differences aren't meant to separate or alienate. Now, let us take a look at some facts. Did you guys know that learning a second language can slow aging? Did you guys know that there is an estimate of 7,000 languages worldwide? And of those 7,000, 2,400 languages are becoming extinct. On that note, Basque is actually a mysterious language. Bilingual speakers are actually highly in demand. Did you guys also know that the United States has no official language? Now, here's an interesting stat. Did you guys know that scientists have concluded that one's ability to grammatically learn a new language is at its strongest until the age of 18? Well, that's it from us here. Now we're taking it to the streets.
Goeiemiddag, Sanbonani, Dumelani, Molweni, My name is Nolutando and I am from the YPG in Pietermaritzburg. And today, we're going to be finding out how much does the youth know their home language. So, follow me as we hit the streets. Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
What's your name, my friend?
Apiwe.
Apiwe. So, what is your home language?
Zulu.
Zulu. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you prefer to speak your home language or English?
I prefer to speak my own language.
Your home language. Okay, so out of all the South African languages, which language do you think is the hardest to learn?
It's close.
It's closer. Okay, which language would you like to learn?
It's Sotho. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Apiwe.
Hello, RPG. So today I am here with Samila. So Samila, I'd like to know, what is your home language?
Okay, you asked my home language. My home language is Xhosa and I speak Sotho at the side, yeah.
That's really interesting. So which one do you speak more?
Oh, the thing that I speak more, it's Xhosa at home, yeah.
Xhosa.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at Xhosa?
let me give me 5%.
50%. Okay. So the second question is, do you speak English around your friends at school or at church, maybe, where you go?
Yeah, I speak English at school, mostly at school and at church. Then when I'm around my friends, yeah, I do speak English some other times, yeah.
So is it comfortable, or do you struggle a bit, or do you find it nice?
It's really nice because it teaches me how to speak and how to learn more about English.
That's very interesting. You heard it from her. Thank you very much. So, Setu, I'd like to know, what is your home language?
My home language is isiXhosa.
isiXhosa, ne? Very interesting. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you speak isiXhosa?
I can say about 8.
8 out of 10. That's really confident. So, do you speak English around your friends?
Yes.
So, where is it? Is it at school, or where you live, or where is that?
Usually at school.
School?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Sandy, I'd like to know, what is your home language?
My home language is isiXhosa.
isiXhosa. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good can you say you are at speaking isiXhosa?
I can give it a 7.
7. That's really confident. So, do you speak English with your friends?
Yes.
So, where is that? Is it at school? Where you live? Where exactly?
I speak it mostly in the YPG and at school.
At school. That's interesting. Thank you.
Hey YPG, my name is Cecilia Horn and I'm with Sposeto. So Sposeto, what is your home language?
My home language is isiXhosa.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how good would you say your home language is?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I can say 8.
8. Very confident. So when you are around your friends, do you speak isiXhosa or do you speak English?
I actually mix isiXhosa and English.
So you actually mix isiXhosa and English. So like, do you speak isiXhosa and English at home, at school, or like in the YPG?
At home and at school.
At home and at school. Thank you very much, Sposeto.
So, Samantha, I'd like to know, what is your home language?
My hairstyle is Afrikaans.
Afrikaans. That's the first. Very interesting. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at speaking Afrikaans?
Very good. In an Afrikaans, baie goed. So on a scale of 10, it would be 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Wow. So, do you normally speak English around your friends?
I do sometimes, yes, but also Afrikaans also don't necessarily speak English.
So, last question. How do you say the YPG's got too much sauce in Afrikaans?
The YPG, it's the fiel sauce.
You heard it. Thank you, Samantha.
Okay, so what is your home language?
isiZulu.
So when you're with your friends, which language do you all usually speak?
isiZulu.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know isiZulu?
Oh. Like 3.
3? Why?
Like, I don't usually speak isiZulu like more often. Like only when I'm with my friends, because they usually understand isiZulu like better than English.
So when do you usually use English?
When I'm with my mom, my brothers, because they actually understand it much better than my friends, which is...
So at home, your home language is isiZulu, but at home you speak English?
Not that much, but yes.
Okay. So in all the languages that are in South Africa, which language would you like to learn?
isiXhosa.
And which one do you think is difficult to learn?
Venda. Yes.
If you were to travel internationally, which language would you want to have in your pocket?
French or Spanish.
Thank you so much. In the languages that are found in South Africa, which one would you like to learn to speak?
English.
English.
Yes.
Okay. In all the languages, which one do you think is difficult?
Sotho.
Sotho. So when you're with your friends, which language do you usually speak?
Zulu.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your Zulu, bro?
5.
5. Why so? Because it's your home language. No, don't worry, I get you. Okay, so what is your home language?
My home language is Zulu.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know your home language?
Excuse me?
On a scale of 1 to 10, is Zulu sazi kangakanani?
Ngisazi enough. Doing a culture, yeah, isiZulu.
Okay. So in all of the languages are kind of like South Africa, which language would you like to learn?
Swati.
Which language do you think is more difficult to learn?
Afrikaans. Yes.
So when you're with your friends, what language do you guys usually speak?
isiZulu and English.
So you guys mix it up when you're together?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Okay, so what is your home language?
isiZulu.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at your home language?
I'd give it a perfect 7. A 7.
So in the South African languages, which one do you think is the hardest?
Venda. I'll give it.
Okay, which language would you like to learn?
When I think about it, I choose Sesotho.
Why?
It's interesting. How can I put it? And it's give me that a different type of aura, I guess. It has a good energy, I won't lie.
Okay. So when you're with your friends, which language do you speak? Do you prefer your home language or do you speak English?
I prefer my home language with a bit of slang.
Oh, with a bit of slang in there. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Well, guys, you've heard it all from Peter Maritzburg. Now we're taking it back to the studio.
What's happening? What's good, YPG fam? It's so good to be here on one more YPG Unlocked, and I'm here with my beloved wife.
Hello, YPG, what's up?
What's up? Let's hit it straight to the point. We're going to listen to the story of Arnold, who was a long-standing member of the YPG, but he lacked one thing. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about on today's theme of the week. After this, never again. And we're going to be right back.
Hi guys, my name is Arnold. I've been in the YPG for over 11 years. And yeah, for 11 years. But the thing is, I wasn't in the YPG for like the whole 13, all 11 to 12 years. The thing is, I was very indecisive. I would be in and out, maybe 6 months in the YPG, then go out again, come back again. And growing up, I was, I think if you guys have noticed that I stutter when I speak. So whenever that happens at school, I'll be a victim of the other guys bullying and then some kind of teasing, and I didn't like that. So that damaged my self-esteem. So I just wanted to be alone. So I'll spend most of my time at home. In the school, I joined the soccer team. That's where I fell in love with soccer. That's what really caught my attention. I started playing soccer a lot more. But because I was indecisive again, I fell in love with cricket. I played cricket again in school, and I was good as well. So I didn't know what to do. There were like 3 things that I wanted to do was being in the YPG, playing soccer, and playing cricket. The thing about being indecisive is no matter what you think you chose, because you're indecisive, you're not going to give your all because you really haven't decided on what you want to do. And that happened. Second carried on, cricket. After cricket, soccer. After soccer, I'm like, YPG, I missed the YPG, come back to YPG. And people were like, are you back? I'm like, yeah, this time I'm back, I've decided I'm back. And while that's happening, 2 months and then 3 months, I'll be like, I missed that moment when the fans will change my name. Then I go back to playing soccer. Then I'm like, I go back playing cricket. That cycle went on for years and years and years. And that was when my mentor sat down. So he spoke to me like, listen, I'm done, you're old now. You have to make up your mind. How long are you going to be going around in circles and doing this? What was important was when he said, don't answer me now, but go home, think about it. And then when you're done, just come back and for once, like, stick to whatever you decide. So when I went back, I was like, what does it mean? Of course I chose. But when I sat down, when I reflected on what was going on, I realized like almost 10 to 12 years was wasted down the line. I think a couple of months after, I was in the YPG hangar, in the real talk. That's when the coordinator taught me that, when the word decision, it's cutting. So whenever you decide something, you are cutting. So you're cutting something out. So for example, if someone will be like, Arnold, do you like blue or black? If I say I like black, so that means I'm cutting out blue. That was when I started engaging with my mentor, being close to him, for him helping me bit by bit. That's when the YPG really helped me, because as much as I was matured in age, but I think when it came to the mental aspect of it, I wasn't that matured, and that's where my mentor came in and helped me to really make the right decision for myself, and to help me whenever I felt like I'm down, and be like, no, stick to it. That's just your mind, getting used to you quitting. So now you have to fight, so that, because now you've made a choice, you have to stick to it. The more I was serious, the more I grew, and the more I grew, the more I could pass what I've learned to someone else. So I'm really thankful for the YPG, because if it wasn't for them, I think I'll be still hopping around, not knowing what to do. But now I'm a man, I'm decisive. I've learned that as a man, you have to have character, and what you say is really what measures you as a man. Like, your character is everything. So as much as you make a decision, also you have to stick to your word. So in terms of the YPG, I've learned a lot, and I'm thankful for that.
Those of us who know Arnold on a personal level knew and know. I think it was this past weekend I was with one of our coordinators. Actually, we started together, taking things serious in the YPG together, and he saw Arnold, and he turned to Arnold and he turned to me and he's like, this is one of the biggest double ups I knew, one of the biggest, the most undecisive guy we knew. But you see the transformation which took place because of one thing. Who can answer? Type it now in the comment section. What was Arnold missing? One word. I'm going to give you guys time. Anything you want to say?
And this word is the answer for everything, any problem. As Arnold, we have many youth in the YPG who still didn't take what he took. And today we see the difference in his life. But the others, they are still the same. They are still stuck.
And an interesting thing that you need to realize is that how much information you get doesn't make the difference. What makes a difference is when you take action. And the word that we are looking for is decision. You gave it away just now. It's decision. He was undecided. And his undecided mindset got him sitting on the fence. He didn't know whether he would go 100% or just give a bit. And that's one of the worst situations for someone to be in. I want to do what's right, but I also want to, enjoy a little bit here and there. I want to do what I should be doing, but at the same time, I want to indulge in other things. And that can be detrimental, because that will hold back your future. That will hold you back. So Arnold wasted all these years. He could be where he is today if he had taken the decision before. You see, I know Arnold, I think a couple of weeks ago, he was sharing with us the story of someone whom he helped who was suicidal. How many other suicidal people did Arnold know before him being that undecisive Arnold?
And maybe they say, no, I don't take the decision because, it's too hard. Sometimes I don't feel like doing what is right. I don't feel like, let us say, for instance, to study. You are there, you are scrolling your Instagram, your Facebook or TikTok, and then time goes on and you didn't take that decision. We are not speaking only about your life in the church or anything, but in anything you do, you need to take a decision.
And the funny thing of this theme is the never again. How many of us have said never again when we did it? I was sharing a story in today's hangout about many times in my life where I said, I'll never do this again. And I went back and I did it again and again and again. It's like I took the never out and it was just again and again and again and again.
Because there wasn't the decision.
The decision wasn't there. There was a desire here and there, but the desire is not enough if there is no decision. So we're not going to be here for long today. We just want to leave this with you. Until when will you be undecisive? Until when will you be the kind of person who you come when you feel like it. Perhaps today you didn't even go, you didn't attend the YPG hangout because your friends called you for something else, or because you just didn't feel like being in the hangouts today. Undecisive. And so it's time for you to say never again, but not just say, it's time for you to decide to never again. Never again am I going to allow this feeling of depression to put me down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to look for help. The YPG is here to help you. Never again will I allow drugs, alcohol, my friends, my so-called friends, better said, frenemies, to mislead me, misguide me to bad decisions. Never again will I allow my laziness to impede me from being where I have to be or reach what I have to reach.
Your past, you never again you allow your past to stop you of doing things that you know you can do.
Stop you from doing what you gotta do. Exactly, precisely. So it's all a matter of decision. I think that's it. We've done said it all. And you have the challenge that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, be ready, provinces and blocks. We are releasing a new challenge. This one, it's a bit different. Not, I don't know.
Fully YPG orientated.
Yeah, not fully YPG orientated, but it has to do with the next promo you are going to see about our self-help meeting. That's going to be this coming Saturday, 11 a.m. All the ladies of the YPG invited. You guys who, you can invite your mother, your sisters, the ladies you know, the women you know. We are going to find out what do women want. I think all of us, all the women, needs to know this answer.
Us guys also want to know what women want.
Yeah, so you are invited as well.
Exactly, precisely. And the self-help meeting is so important. The themes covered are extremely important to all the ladies, and I think it's important for us to emphasize that they shouldn't come alone.
Yeah, of course.
You always spread good news. If you find somewhere half price of something that's really good, won't you share it? This is good
Immediately.
news. Share it. We are going to be with the family in Soweto. We'll be there with you guys live from Soweto, but those who are in Park Station, those who are all around, will be attending their respective branches. So don't miss out this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. Don't be lazy and say, I'm going to attend it online. Nah. Come on. Never again.
It's not the same sauce.
It's not the same sauce. Self-help, Godlywood self-help has got too much sauce as well.
And it's the first of the year.
The first of the year.
So
it's
you
have
cannot...
that first sauce, you know, that's that initial sauce. Yeah, that's what's up. Anyways, fam, that's it from us. Not forgetting, I just want to remind you, just in case before we go, that in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
Hi, my name is Vui and I'm from Soweto. On the 12th of March at 11 a.m., I will be attending the self-help meeting together with my mom and my sister. So I'm inviting you to come through and join us.
Said we beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Said we beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Allow me to introduce myself. Ngihambe kulomhlaba ohlabayo kodwa azange ndiphinde ndijike. Ndajikeleza kulomhlaba ohlabayo ndajaha umjaho ongajaheki indazi bendijahe phi na. Nhliziyo yam iwopha igazi okwenjuzu ehlatshwe ngomkhonto ngaphansi kwamanzi. Allow me to tell you my story. I am just a young woman who's not familiar with love nor happiness, but I am more familiar with nothing but hate, sadness and pain. See, the problem is that when I was going through depression and anxiety, I was labeled as an attention seeker. I therefore found myself seeking for attention in wrong places. In the middle of a crowd, I found myself not doing nothing but rolling joints. See, I was not only rolling joints, but I was trying to actually hide the pain that brought tears into my face. I therefore tried to mask up so that I can actually try and
be as happy as I can just for those few moments, just to appear as a happy person. But let me tell you how it actually started. It started when I was actually going through nothing but mockery at school. I was laughed day in, day out when I was suffering from epilepsy. I tried to seek for help from my friends and family, but I was just not being heard enough. Whenever I tried to actually voice up, I was told that, no, you're just a young person, you'll grow up, you'll understand how life is. But how do I understand life whilst I'm actually not even half of me trying to understand of who I am? But as I went on, I tried to seek for help here and there, but rejection came, and my own father told me that even if I can die, he doesn't care because it has nothing to do with him, for as long as he's at peace, meaning that me not being in his life or being part of his peace, he would actually do nothing but be happy. So now I find myself growing up with hatred and pain, and then I now started looking at men with those eyes that there is no man who could actually try and fit in my space, because my dad failed to man up and be the man that I would expect him to be. But then let me not be that long, let me wrap it off with Ngizohlala ethembeni noma impilo inzima, ngizohlala ethembeni njalo.
What's up, guys? This is Tiseza from the Bar Triangle. As you all know that it's the sports month, and we want to know all about your branch. What's been going on? Is the soccer kicking in? Is the netball active? Or are you using your intellect with chess? So the next up will be pictures showing you about what's been going down in the other provinces. Let's look what's up next. So guys, you can get in touch with any coordinator from your branch. Just remember to bring your energy. And that's it from me. Back to the studio.
Welcome back, guys. And I know most of you know what's about to go down. But before I wrap up, let me just comment about the amazing show that we had today. What did you guys think about the interviews on cultural diversity? Who would think that in the motherland would have people who struggle with their home languages? And also we got to catch a glimpse of the amazing work that the YPG does through the sports project. Well guys, I definitely can't wait for next week's show. So do make sure to invite your friends, to invite their friends to catch us next week with the YPG Unlocked at 6 p.m. And if they ask you why, just let them know that in the YPG, we got too much sauce.
Hello, Sanbonani Dumelang Abshin. My name is Linda from Soweto. I will be attending the self-help meeting on the 12th of March at 11 a.m. at Soweto. I will be there. Don't miss, don't sala, don't putela, because come out. You don't want to miss this one. See you there.